Mr. Speaker, I rise today to pay tribute to one of our fallen heroes who made the ultimate sacrifice in service to our nation in Iraq, and to share a letter I recently received from his father, Robert Stokely. Robert's letter relates to a Department of Defense policy that directly affected his family and most especially, Mr. Speaker, his son. Mr. Speaker, I would like to take a moment to read this letter, as I feel it's necessary for this body to fully understand this issue in order to protect the dignity of our troops. And here is Mr. Robert Stokely's letter. He's from Noonan, Georgia, my wife's hometown. And of course, I represented that area and am very proud of the folks in Noonan. Mr. Robert Stokely writes, I was alarmed at the question asked by Ed Henry at President Obama's address to the nation on Monday, February the 9th, 2009. That is, allowing media access and cameras at Dover Air Force Base, where fallen military personnel arrive on their final trip home to an honorable rest. I'm also alarmed by an AP News article that Secretary of Defense Robert Gates has ordered a review of the policy. Please take a moment and read my story of meeting my son, and hopefully you can have of why it's important to keep the family first in this matter, for it is a very personal moment when a fallen hero arrives home. I met my son's body at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport in Atlanta on August the 24th, 2005, as he arrived from Dover. I went alone as a special privilege to take his body to the funeral home, where the family would then be the first to see the most striking, vivid image of a fallen loved one, the flag-draped casket. I rode in the hearse to take him on a 25-mile ride, covering the roads that Mike and I had shared so many days as a divorced dad and son, going to and from visitation on weekends, on holidays and summers. It was last ride to take my boy home, and this is in bold font, Mr. Speaker. I wore a favorite blue blazer, trousers, and a red and blue striped tie, for my son deserved my respect. As they uncrated his casket and draped the American flag over him, I saluted from nearby, tears streaming down my cheeks as a number of busy U.S. air cargo employees suddenly stopped in stunned silence, only then realizing what was taking place. I held my salute, poor as it was for an untrained civilian, until the flag was completely draped and the edges evenly cornered out. Then I stepped outside to call my wife, Retta, who loved him like one of her own, and as she answered the telephone,